Hey guys, have you ever sucked at hacker versus hacker? Have you ever wondered if you could ever get better? Or if you maybe were just doomed to be a terrible HVHer and then forever? If so, this video is for you, specifically. If you want to get better at every class, I have 2 tips for each class in HVH. I will be joined by big namer Kaiwo. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. You see him? This is the sign of a smart man. So, what class do you want to start out with?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know, medic.
This is the medic. The best class in HVH. If you don't have this guy, you will lose. You will die and burn in hell because you're a terrible HVHer and you forgot your medic. You see that weapon that he has? That's not the Vaccinator. And I don't know if you know anything, but Vaccinator is the only acceptable medigun. Much better. See, this is what you want. Pure and unbridling HVH joy, all contained in this single medigun. Tip number 1. Have your pocket go scout with either the Boston Basher or the 3-rune blade. If your pocket does not go, you will have to wait a very long time for your charges. And your pocket will be very mad because he has to wait more. But with the Boston Basher, look at that charge rate. Look at how fast the medic is charging. Don't you just love when your medic is happy?
Wow,
I know
I'm really
I do.
happy. I'm so glad I have my charge now.
Tip number 2. If your heavy takes damage, or whoever you're pocketing, make sure to come in front of them and take a bit of the damage. See, this is much better. Now you will win, because this is a shot with anti-aim on. See how it missed me? Missed again. And this is a shot with anti-aim off. I'm dead. Tip number 2. Have a good cheat. Cheats like Fedoraware, SEO, and Lamau Box Free may not be able to work at the same capacity as premium cheats like LMAO Box Premium, Rigid Solutions, or Null Core. Take, for example, this shot from a sniper on Fedoraware. Miss. Miss again. This is due to a bad cheat. This is the spy. Here we have a medic. Watch when I shoot him. 57 damage, right? Now watch what happens when he pops Vaccinator. 58 damage. Notice how there was no damage reduction. This is due to the fact that the Enforcer negates all damage reduction. Tip number 2. Have somebody on the enemy team, like a medic, that can heal you. Watch how the medic heals me. This is due to the fact that I'm disguised. He can heal me, and even charge me. Crazy, right? The Scout. Tip number 1. Make sure to double tap. This is a normal shot without double tap. 67 damage, right? Now this is a shot with double tap on. 2 shots fired simultaneously. Isn't that neat? Tip number 2. Make sure to use the Force of Nature. You see this guy up here? He's in lethal double tap range. And I could only really double tap with this shiny Force of Nature. So, watch what happens. 200 damage on a scout. Cool. Tip number 1. Don't use the Cow Mangler. It sucks. The direct hit is great for air shots. The direct hit is great for air shots. Like that one. The Pyro. Tip number 1. If you're thinking about using him, don't. Demo Man. Tip number 1. You see this Demo Man? What we can do here is we could shoot a sticky with the Quickie Bomb launcher. And look at that! Auto Detonate does all the work for us, killing the Demo Man. Tip number 2. As a Demo Knight, you are a force to be reckoned with, able to kill heavies in 2 shots. Remember, Demo Knight is always viable. Tip number 1 for Engineer. Don't play him. You're a burden to your team, and you'll get laughed at. And now, the Heavy. Tip number 1. Don't use the Tomislav. That will happen if you use the Tomislav. Tip number 2. The Delocus Bar and the Brass Beast are very scary together. Let's go ahead and eat our chocolate bar, and then rev up our Brass Beast. Let's go ahead and fight our friend one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. A close call, but I gave him the advantage and still won due to the Brass Beast and the Locust Bar.